I fully agree with you that in many societies, this transformation is gradual, when step by step, the government takes away various freedoms. And it's a bit like in this new mayor's speech, when they came for communists, I didn't speak out because I was not a communist. And so they go one by one, media, courts, business people, civil society. And then at some point you discover that indeed the freedom space has shrunk so much that this is no longer a democracy. And indeed, for every person, the red line is different, and you can see that the regime qualitatively changed in 2014 when it attacked Ukraine first time. You can talk about 2022 when it was a really brutal war, and when Putin actually closed down all remaining independent media and announced Meta, American company, the holding company of Facebook and Instagram, an extremist organization. You can think about 2020 when Putin changed constitution and announced himself being able to run for another 2 6-year terms, or 2020 when Navalny was poisoned. For me, it was several things at once. When Putin came back in 2012 as a president, he started to eliminate whatever hopes emerged during Medvedev's presidency, during the protests in Moscow and other cities in 2011. And this assault on freedoms also touched people like myself who spoke too much about freedoms, about the importance of political institutions for economic development. As an economist, I was always advising the society on economics issues. As a public intellectual, I first and foremost spoke about economics. But in a country like Russia, economic development requires property rights protection, political competitions, checks and balances, fighting corruption, rule of law, everything which depends on politics. And so that is when I encountered my share of problems. And at some point, I just discovered that Putin's investigators, interrogators want to take away my freedom. I was warned to leave. Common friends told me that Putin is extremely unhappy, and unless I leave tomorrow, I may not be able to do it at any point later on. And so I just bought a one-way ticket and left. And for me, that was the line. And we don't know what would have happened, but I guess for every single person, it may happen sooner or later. Mikhail Khodorkovsky, oil tycoon, the richest person in Russia, was arrested in 2003, very early on. The independent TV channel NTV was pretty much destroyed in the first couple of years of Putin's rule. So you can see those lines anywhere and everywhere in Putin's 20 years in power.